Thank you, everyone, for attending. My name is Michael Kumin, and I have the privilege of being able and being selected to help assist a family through this difficult time. During the brief time I've gotten to know them, I found out that they are a rather special and unique family, and it is my privilege and in some cases my joy to have made friends with some or all of them. And I hope that everything that I can say and that their friends here who will choose to speak today or were chosen to speak will reflect on what their lives, the lives of this family mean to them, and the life of Izonid has meant to everyone who knows him. I only can know him through the words that the family told me. I learned a little about his background, his beginnings, where he grew up, his education. I think anyone who can take an accordion and make beautiful music is worthy of knowing. The challenges he faced, losing his sight, and then still coming to America and making a living and in fact a career for himself, furthering his education, speak of the drive to succeed, his motivation to take care of his family. There are many people who can take lessons from someone such as this and use them to influence and better their own lives. I know that many of you will speak on this. I wish I could speak Russian and tell you in words that would be easier for you to understand in some cases of the impression that he made on me through his family. And again, I am grateful that I can be here today to start this for all of you. The family, as their request, is going to do all of the speaking today. It was felt unnecessary to have clergy or someone who didn't know Izonid to try and lead a service. This is something they could better do on their own. And I think that speaks both to how he lived and they lived their lives and the love they have for him. So with those words, I'm going to ask the family to take you all through the parts, the celebration of Izonid's life and what he's meant to all his family, to his children, his wife, his brother, and others who've been part of his life. And I trust that this will lead all of you to understand that this is a celebration of someone. And while you lament, you feel sad for what you've lost, it's not because such a good man has gone, but rather it's a celebration because we got a chance to know him at all. So thank you, and with this, I now leave the family to tell you their story.
I'm sorry, I would like to speak in Russian language if you let me. I'm his wife, if somebody doesn't know me, I'm Tatiana. Я скажу всего несколько слов. Нет ничего больнее разлуки, когда она навсегда. А сегодня мы с ним расстаемся навсегда. И все наши общие радости и боли, они сегодня стали только воспоминаниями. Спасибо. Но так, к сожалению, жизнь устроена, и мы все знаем, как она бывает быстротечна. Так случилось, что когда-то мой муж Изонид, он полностью изменил мою жизнь. Из провинциальной девчонки, молодой женщины я попала жить в Америку. Я даже никогда не представляла, что со мной когда-то это произойдет. И все, что я имею, все, что я представляю себя как человек, это все только благодаря ему, только все это все произошло под его влиянием. Иногда он меня толкал на это, чтобы... Ну, это все, что я имею, все только под его влиянием. Он был мне всем мужем, собеседником, им самым лучшим и самым близким другом. Ему можно было все рассказать, и он умел так, любые проблемы, он умел все так раскладывать по полочкам, с такой логикой и с таким умом, что это все исчезало, и казалось, что этой проблемы больше нет. Он очень любил читать, и мы много вместе читали. Он интересовался всем, что происходит в мире, и каждый вечер у него было очень много информации рассказать. Он очень любил своих детей, он обожал своих детей и очень был рад появлению внучки Танечки. И до самого последнего дня, вот дети знают, он старался подсказать, направить, насколько это было возможно передать свой жизненный опыт, только насколько это было возможно, дать какой-то совет. Он поддерживал дружбу со всеми друзьями детства и юности. Сейчас они живут по всему миру. Его все друзья его очень любили. Очень рано он от нас ушел. Мне сейчас очень трудно. И до сих пор не верится. Ну, просто не верится в это. Извините, пожалуйста. Не верится. Но он однажды мне сказал, что не надо плакать, если он уйдет раньше и когда он уйдет. Если бы он что-то вам сейчас мог сказать, может быть, бы он сказал: не плачьте обо мне, когда уйду, ведь в небе вы отыщете звезду, и отойдет от вас моя печаль, ведь до моей звезды такая даль. Извините.
I'll speak in English and we'll make it very short because my dad did not like he liked to talk a lot, but I know he would not want us to go on and on. And as my partner always says, they broke the mold when they made him. That's just how it is. And they don't make them like that anymore. So he was a very unique and interesting guy, and he lived a very interesting life. Although he did pass young, he had seen a lot of things, knew a lot of things, and I definitely am proud that he was my father. Thank you. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all for coming. Я хочу сказать про своего отца, что, во-первых, он был человек, который себя уважал. Даже когда ему было тяжело, он все время следил за собой. Он никогда не был запущенный, никогда не был. Он все время за собой следил. Он ходил в душ, даже когда ему было это очень тяжело. И мне он всегда говорил, чтобы я себя уважал. И ценил это во мне. Он знал, что я следую за ним, и он это ценил во мне. У него было отличное чувство юмора. Он всегда шутил, даже когда ему было очень плохо. Он всегда находил повод пошутить или какую-нибудь шутку, да, у врача перед операцией. Везде он всегда шутил, всегда смеялся. Он, как сказала Татьяна, он очень любил свою семью, своих детей. И это был человек, которому я мог доверять на все 100%, на 200%. Он никогда бы не подвел ни меня, ни остальных членов своей семьи. И да, он рано от нас ушел. последние пару лет он мучился, он был очень болен. Но все равно даже тогда он находил повод пошутить над этим. Даже он шутил он шутил даже над тем, что он слепой. Он рассказывал анекдоты про людей в лодке, которые, неважно. В общем, он все превращал в шутку. Всегда. Очень нам это такой человек, которого будет не хватать всем. Он был центром семьи. Спасибо.
Dear friends, neighbors, family, my name is Yulia Gorenman, and it's unspeakably hard to say goodbye to a wonderful person. He was close family to me. He was my mom's cousin. They grew up together as kids, and I remember him from my earliest childhood. What I remember about him, even though it's an extraordinarily solemn and sad occasion, is two things, in fact three. That he was a profoundly courageous man. He took life on his own terms. He didn't have any shortcuts. He lived it to the fullest. Even though he has left us at a very young age, he has completed his life as he wanted, and he lived and died on his own terms. He also was incredibly funny, with a great sense of humor. I remember his countless jokes, even as we were driving with my dad from Washington, D.C. The entire journey for 7 hours, we talked about him and remembered his jokes and his stories. And what I also remember is that his wisdom. It's indeed true. You could talk about him. You could talk about him on so many things, but one thing I remember, that if you needed an advice, he was the go-to guy. I remember I could talk to him about anything. He was very close to my mom, and after my mom passed away, very close to my dad. They talked all the time, a couple times a week, and we're going to miss it. He was unbelievably, extraordinarily intelligent man. I will miss his conversations. I will miss his jokes. Having said that, it will not end today. It will live in all of us that knew him, and he touched with his laughter and wisdom all of us. There's no more pain. He has left it, and we have to deal with sorrow and loss, but he would not want to go through more of that. In a way, I'm glad to know that that part is over. But his work and wisdom and laughter and his love of family and friends is going to live in all of us. Thank you.
All right, friends and the family, of course, thanks you all for being here. What will happen next is from here, those of us who are choosing to go, we will go from here to the Mount Sinai Cemetery on Som Center Road, and there we will lay Izonid to rest. Those who are going to act as pallbearers, I'd like you to step forward at this time. Anyone else, family members, if you have coats or that, I'd like you to grab them because we will be proceeding from here next to go to our cars.